Hashtag John Cena. Is Chris Jericho really leaving for good? And a Twitter war between who and who? All that and more on the best wrestling show on YouTube, guys. The 2 Count. Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome to the best wrestling show here on YouTube. Welcome to the 2 Count. I am Richard Roberts, and today, what are we going to talk about? Is Chris Jericho leaving the WWE again? And also the tweet war between The Rock and Taz. What went down? What was said? We have it all for you guys. But first, let's start with the NWO. Guys, on this day 20 years ago, July 7th, 1996, a little ahead of myself, that was the day the world stood still, guys. WCW Bash at the Beach, Hulk Hogan, the American hero, coming out, turning heel to become Hollywood Hulk Hogan and joining the New World Order. Guys, that was a big day. I remember that day. I was 8 years old, just a little kid, watching that. Seeing Hulk Hogan leg drop Macho Man Randy Savage. Guys, that was my first big heel change. My first big heel change. And I remember crying hysterically to my mom, to my dad, saying, why? Why? Why, Hulk Hogan? Why would you do that? Little did I know that 20 years from there, it would catapult a whole new genre into wrestling, into WCW, by creating one of the greatest factions in wrestling history, which is the New World Order. And boy, that brings back memories. That was a long time ago, guys. And I still remember it to the day. Hulk Hogan coming down the ramp. We have Tony Shinobi. We have Mike Tenay. We have all those guys commentating the Bash at the Beach event, just egging it on, playing it right, selling it right for the fans watching that TV. Hulk Hogan came out, leg dropped Macho Man Randy Savage, did it twice, not once but twice, and setting it up for the biggest heel change in wrestling history. How? Not even WCW. Just wrestling history. If you go onto YouTube, if you go to Google and type in top 10 heel turns, that moment is probably going to be one or two on everybody's list. It was just that big, guys. And that happened 20 years ago to this day, July 7th, 1996. Of course, we know that the WWE has tried to play out the Bash at the Beach pay-per-view name in the past. Hasn't worked out. From the looks of it, they're going to do it again in this upcoming draft. But, guys, that was 20 years ago. An iconic moment in wrestling history. Like I said, I was 8 years old, man, crying hysterically to my mom and dad. They're sitting there. They're laughing. They're laughing at me. They are laughing at me saying, Rich, it's just a show. It's just a... But, I'm 8 years old. It's not a show. When you're 8 years old, wrestling's not a show. It's a way of life. It's your sport, you know what I mean? When you're 8 years old, you don't think about it's just a show. You go out there thinking everything is real, thinking that all the moves and the punches are real, all the storylines are real, and it is what it is. But that was 20 years ago, guys. What a moment in wrestling, man. I still remember to this day. Guys, when we come back, we'll get on to our next segment. Thank you for watching the 2 Count. We'll be right back, guys. What is going on, guys? Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and please go ahead and share this video, guys. Make us famous. Alright, guys, welcome back to the 2 Count, the best wrestling show on YouTube. And our next segment we're going to talk about is happened on Raw. AJ Styles and the rest of the club WWE's version of the clubs, I guess. Mr. Gallows and Anderson, they made up the hashtag brilliant beat up John Cena. Guys, how big has this become? How big is this? It is huge. Huge to the point where John Cena had to, I don't know if part of his gimmick, if he was told to do this by the writers or something, he tweeted out one of his, played out whole John Cena gimmick slogans, which, got a couple thousand likes already. That's how big it is. And it's so big that fans are sodding out on Twitter, tweeting memes and tweeting pictures with the hashtag beat up John Cena. It's so big. It is so big that AJ Styles tweeted a picture of him next to the pool saying he's soaking up the rays, and then afterwards he's going to hashtag beat up John Cena. This is brilliant, guys. I don't know who made this up, whether it was AJ Styles, whether it was, Gallows or Anderson or a writer from the WWE, a fan. Who knows who made this up? This was brilliant. This is awesome. I haven't seen this in a very long time by anyone. And for them to carry it out like this, to make it a whole hashtag, is awesome. It's getting so much traffic. It's trending. It's still trending. We have random people putting memes up about it. We have random people posting videos about it, posting pictures about it. People that are tweeting out paragraphs just to have hashtag beat up John Cena at the end. It's awesome. I might have to get into it. I might have to get in on this. I might have to tweet out on the Stats, Hats, and Coffee Twitter page with the beat up John Cena hashtag beat up John Cena. It's fun. It's fantastic, guys. I honestly think AJ Styles plays the perfect heel. When he first came into the WWE back at the Royal Rumble it wasn't even a couple months ago. I mean, it's going on it's past 7 months now. I didn't like him. When he first came, and then a couple months after that saying, "Oh, I'm here to be the best. I'm here to overcome the odds. I've been wrestling all over the place." Blah, blah, blah. It was pretty much he was being John Cena too. He would come out and just hype the crowd up. Thank God he's a good wrestler, because if he wasn't, the fans would be on him hard. And, towards the 4th and 5th month, towards, April and May, the fans, his pop was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. He wasn't getting much over. And then recently he turned heel. He plays a really good heel. He really does. But this whole beat up John Cena thing is awesome. I love it. Props to the WWE if they actually made it up. Props to the writer if one of the writers made it up. Props to if a booker made it up. If a fan made it up. If another superstar made it up. That props, because that is golden. But I just hope the WWE does not play it out for like months and months at a time. I mean, it'll be good for like the next probably 2 weeks and then just fade away. But I love it. Love it. Guys, when we come back, we are going to talk about the Deletion, whatever you want to call it, match, and how it might have helped TNA. And we're also going to talk about the big move for TNA. What's moving? Where are they moving? What time? We'll be right back. We'll find out next, guys. Don't forget to follow the show on Twitter at StatsHatsCoffee for all the daily updates. Guys, we are back here on the best wrestling show here on YouTube, The 2 Count. My name is Richard from Stats, Hats, and Coffee, guys. Let's talk about this past TNA Impact. Of course, it was on Tuesday night, and we saw we're going to go with the Deletion match between Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Wow. That's what sums it up. It was just that kind of a match. It was weird, but it was kind of like, okay, this is different. In no means was it good. I'm not condoning it was good at all. It was horrible. It was horrible. I would be embarrassed if I was Matt or Jeff Hardy. But the next day, the ratings came out. And, I mean, I'm not saying that they were good. The ratings weren't that good. They weren't, up par with WWE. But we had Hall of Famers praising the match. We had Chris Jericho tweet out loving the match. And let's look at the numbers. On Twitter, they were number 5 for the night with 22,000 tweets. The TNA Impact show itself drew 410,000 viewers, which was a new Impact record for cable television. They were number 113 on the top 150. That's no means good, but good for TNA. Good for TNA Impact. And another interesting move that TNA is doing is they're moving Impact to Thursday nights, which SmackDown was on Thursday nights. And the thing is, this is happening 2 nights after SmackDown goes live on Tuesday nights. Just 2 nights after. Just 2 nights after. SmackDown is going to go live on Tuesday on when Impact usually is. And then 2 days later on Thursday, where SmackDown usually is, TNA Impact is going to be on the same time slot, 8 o'clock. Same channel, Pop Television, but same day, same time slate as SmackDown was going to be on. So, this is going to be interesting. You got Raw Monday night live, you got SmackDown Tuesday night live, and then you got TNA on their new day, Thursday, and their new time, 8. I mean, is this going to help? I don't know. This Deletion Match bumped up in ratings, set up another match for their next pay-per-view. But, I mean, 410,000 viewers is garbage. I mean, it really is. It's not in no means good. It's good for TNA because that's up. That's, that's their new record now. Number 5 on Twitter for the night. Like I said, I'm not saying that's good in any way for global promotion. As per WWE global promotion, but for a promotion like TNA, that's all that you can ask for. They're weird. They're a weird company. They just go with it. They make up their own ideas and just say, what the hell. But it's cool. The move to Thursday night might help because now you're gonna have wrestling fans they're gonna watch Raw Monday. They're gonna watch SmackDown Tuesday, and then from NXT Wednesday. And then after that, they're going to be like, well, what am I going to do on Thursday night? I'm usually watching SmackDown or something. And then they're going to say, oh, wait, TNA Impact's on. There you go. So, I mean, as a wrestling fan, you can't complain because you got wrestling on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's perfect. You can't complain. So this new move for TNA might help them, might not. We will see, guys. When we come back, we are going to get into a Twitter war. What happened between Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Taz? I'll show you when we come back, guys. Thank you. Make sure you check out our latest video, the top 5 NFL quarterbacks coming into this season. Check it out now. Welcome back to the best wrestling show here on YouTube, The 2 Count. I am Richard from Stats, Hats, and Coffee, guys. And what went on between Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Taz? I'm going to be putting up the tweets right now. Look at these tweets on screen. From what I understand, Taz, former WWE superstar / commentator, has his own show, and apparently, from what I'm understanding, The Rock was going to do a same type of, I don't know if it was a segment or the same type of show that Taz does, and Taz got upset thinking The Rock stole his idea, and they went at it on Twitter. Eventually, things settled down. They apologized. Here's the thing. I don't care if you're Taz. I don't care if you're Funaki. I don't care if you're... I don't care if you're Savio Vega. You are not The Rock. And the thing is with this, Taz, yeah, he got mad, but he probably lost a couple thousand followers, a couple thousand fans from blaming The Rock like this. And the thing is, Rock said, Dwayne Johnson came out and said he didn't even know that Taz had a radio show. I don't think anybody knew that he had a radio show. I didn't know he had a radio show. I mean, Taz is Taz. And then The Rock is, he's The Rock. So this whole thing blew up. It escalated. It got everybody on social media tweeting about this, defending, The Rock, defending the Taz. Taz actually started up his own hashtag about it, which only, not that many people followed, but whatever. But this whole thing escalated quick, but thank God, for the sakes of being a Taz fan and being a Rock fan, thank God they settled it, because I don't want to see a Twitter war between these two. Here you got an ECW original, and then here you got a WWE original. I don't want to see them. Guys, when we come back, is Chris Jericho leaving the WWE again? We'll find out when we come back, guys. Don't forget to tune in tonight for SmackDown, 8 o'clock on the USA Network. Welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back to the 2 Count. I am Richard, and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho went to Twitter, went to social media. A fan had asked him if he was leaving or staying in the WWE, because every year he does it. He leaves, he goes, he comes back. This tenure, I guess we'll call it a tenure, he is staying for a little bit more. He is staying for a little bit while. He is staying for a while, guys. That's what he said. He has no further plans with his band Fozzy until early 2017 when they release a new album. So from now until early 2017, he is staying in the WWE. He is, quote, having fun, end quote. And he also said, quote, then it's full-time back in Fozzy, end quote, Chris Jericho. So he is staying here in the WWE, having fun, being the greatest heel, being the greatest wrestler in WWE, quote, as he says, the best in the world at what he does, end quote. I still love that. I love that. I love it so much. He really is one of the greatest wrestlers to ever grace a wrestling ring. WCW, WW, yeah. He's great on the mic. It's fun that we're gonna keep seeing Jericho coming out to the ring, calling people stupid idiots until early 2017. So these next 5-6 months are going to be fun, and then obviously he's going to leave for a little bit, probably record a new band or album with his band Fozzy, and then probably turn back up. But here's the thing. With him doing this, we probably won't see him in the Royal Rumble. We probably 50-50 on seeing him at WrestleMania. I mean, I don't know. I would honestly, I would give up these next 3, 4, 5 months right now and have Chris Jericho leave, record a new album, and have him come back at Royal Rumble WrestleMania time. Because what's a Royal Rumble without Chris Jericho? It's crap. What's a WrestleMania without Chris Jericho? It's crap. I don't like it. Many of the fans out there probably don't like it. But as far as I know, it's confirmed as per Chris Jericho. He's staying in the WWE. He's having fun, and he will not be doing Fozzy until early 2017, guys. Like it or not, it is what it is, guys. When we come back, we are going to end the show. We'll be right back, guys. Don't forget about the weekly podcast on the official Stats Hats Coffee SoundCloud page, Sundays at 8 o'clock. All right, guys, welcome back to the best wrestling show here on YouTube, and we're going to end the show now, guys. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Please subscribe if you're new, and follow us at Stats, Hats, and Coffee. On the Twitter page, you can get daily updates. You can get everything from there. If you want to even ask a question, if you want to ask the show a question, guys, don't forget WWE SmackDown is on tonight, 8 o'clock on the USA Network. If you haven't read the spoilers, you guys can watch that tonight, and we will see you back here tomorrow for all the latest updates here on Pro Wrestling, guys. I'm Richie Roberts, and have a good one.